Diddy denied bail. That decision today by a judge will keep Sean Combs behind bars as he awaits trial on charges of sex trafficking. The music and entertainment mogul pleaded not guilty in court today. His attorney says he is ready to fight the charges.
He's been looking forward to this day. He's been looking forward to clearing his name.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to West Coast Wrap. I'm Alex Savage. Today, federal prosecutors laid out a criminal enterprise they say was run by Combs. And a key piece of evidence is surveillance video of an attack inside a Los Angeles hotel. Now, these charges stem from a series of civil lawsuits in recent years filed by women who came forward accusing Combs of sexual assault. And then back in March, the scrutiny on Combs intensified when federal agents raided his homes in L.A. and Miami. Tonight, Fox 11's Matthew Seedorf breaks down the allegations in Diddy's indictment, which was unsealed just today.
Sean Diddy Combs in federal court for the first time, pleading not guilty to sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution charges.
His spirits are good. He's confident. He is dealing with this head on.
The music mogul's attorney Tuesday claiming the 54-year-old is innocent.
We made the points that we've been wanting to make. I think he came out. Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent.
We recovered 3 AR-15s.
Federal prosecutors now unsealing a 14-page indictment revealing the deeply disturbing allegations.
Kidnapping, narcotics offenses, arson, bribery, drug charges.
Diddy accused of hosting hours and days-long sex acts he called freak-offs, where he allegedly abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct from 2008 to now.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs. And he often electronically recorded them, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB.
They made it very clear that they have some of the tapes of these freak-offs. I think the prosecution is prepared to prove a lot of these allegations.
In March, Fox 11 broke the story that federal authorities raided Combs' Holmby Hills home for the criminal investigation. Court documents now reveal authorities located AR-15s, narcotics, and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil lubricant in those raids.
This is all pre-planned, premeditated, and well executed for a long time. And now these victims are coming forward.
Moses Castillo, a retired LAPD detective.
My concern is the victims moving forward. They're going to need a lot of support.
And that was Fox 11's Matthew Seedorf reporting tonight. As prosecutors today called on the judge in this case to deny bail, they pointed to a disturbing video from 2016 showing Combs assaulting a woman inside a Los Angeles hotel. TMZ posted still images from that incident online. The hotel surveillance camera picked up the images. That woman was identified as Combs' former girlfriend, singer Cassie Ventura. During today's court hearing, prosecutors told the judge Combs tried to bribe a hotel security officer to keep quiet about the attack and tried to delete the surveillance video. Combs' attorney painted a different picture.
Diddy's attorney said that what happened right before that video in the hotel room, that in the hotel hallway that we've all seen, they say that she was going through his phone, discovered he had another girlfriend, got mad and hit him in the head with a cell phone, and then ran off with his clothing. It was like they were trying to explain why we saw that horrific scene that we saw play out on the surveillance video. And it's, that kind of victim shaming, could not have gone over well with the judge.
And shortly after video of that assault went public, Combs posted on social media that he was disgusted by his actions. Now, you can find extensive coverage on the criminal case against Combs at our website. That's westcoastwrap.com. Our online coverage includes a breakdown of the charges in this case and what was said in court today. The man accused of starting a wildfire that scorched nearly 40,000 acres in Southern California says he's not guilty. Justin Halstenberg appeared in court today to face 11 arson-related charges. He pleaded not guilty to all of them. Investigators believe Halstenberg tried to start 3 fires within an hour earlier this month. Firefighters at a Good Samaritan put out 2 of those quickly, but the third grew into what's become known as the line fire. It's been burning across San Bernardino and Los Angeles counties since September 5th. Tens of thousands of homes have been threatened by the fire. Emergency crews say evacuees may be returning home now, but they shouldn't let their guard down.
Don't be lulled into a sense of security with the downgrade from order to warning. There's still active fire burning below the community here, and they want them to know that.
4 firefighters have been injured battling the line fire, which is 49% contained tonight. 2 other large wildfires still burning in Southern California. The Bridge Fire has now reached 25% containment. It started last week in the Angeles National Forest east of Los Angeles. It's burned nearly 55,000 acres and destroyed dozens of homes and buildings. The airport fire is still burning through parts of Orange and Riverside counties. It's now 31% contained after burning more than 23,000 acres. And today, President Biden spoke about the wildfires burning all across the country. He said he wants to see pay for wildland firefighters jump up to $29 per hour, but the president didn't offer specifics on how he plans to make that happen.
My administration is working closely around the clock to control these fires and protect our people, but it's always a matter of resources.
There are more than 50 active wildfires burning here in the U.S. The National Interagency Fire Center monitors all of them, and most of them, as you can see from this map, are here in the West. We turn now to politics, and the Democratic presidential campaign continues to focus on key battleground states here in the West. Today, Gwen Walz, the wife of vice presidential candidate Tim Walz, visited the Las Vegas Valley. She's already met with campaign volunteers there, and she's expected to participate in a door-knocking event to help those volunteers get out the vote. Another event on her schedule is a visit with small business owners at an event that's organized by the Asian American Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander Group. And a newly discovered error could affect tens of thousands of voters in the battleground state of Arizona. Tonight, Fox 10's Lauren Clark reports on how this is all prompting questions about the eligibility of some voters.
This isn't a comfortable position to be in by any stretch.
Arizona Secretary of State Adrian Fontes says he will respond to the Maricopa County Recorder's lawsuit on Wednesday. The Recorder's office is suing him, claiming to have found more than 98,000 people who were allowed to vote the full ballot in Arizona for 2 decades when they never showed proof of U.S. citizenship. Here's what happened. If a driver received a license prior to 1996, there was no proof of citizenship in the Motor Vehicle Division records. Since 2004, Arizona requires a voter provide documented proof of citizenship. So if a driver with an older license registers to vote, the MVD thinks they have proof of citizenship in the system and allows them to vote a full ballot. Keep in mind, the Recorder says the majority of these voters are most likely U.S. citizens. They just don't have documented proof. The largest group of them are Republicans, followed by Independents and Democrats. Most of them are between the ages of 45 and 60 years old, and more than 60% are in Maricopa County. The Recorder's office wants these 98,000 people to not be allowed to vote on a full ballot, which includes federal, state, and local elections, but instead a federal-only ballot, which only includes the president, U.S. Senator, and U.S. House of Representatives.
Every single one of these voters has met the minimum criteria in swearing an affirmation under penalty of perjury that they would have to do to vote in every election across the rest of the United States of America. Only Arizona has this, what I think is an unreasonable extra burden on its voters.
Maricopa County Recorder Stephen Richer wrote on X, the secretary argues that it is too close to the election to implement such a change and that would be unduly burdensome on voters and deprive them of their voting rights. That is why we are going to the courts to get a clear answer.
This happened because we've got policies that are being driven by conspiracy theories, and we have for a long time.
And that was Fox 10's Lauren Clark reporting tonight from Arizona. Former President Trump was back on the campaign trail today, just days after a second apparent assassination attempt. Outside a town hall tonight in Flint, Michigan, security was extremely tight. The event was moderated by Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who served in the Trump administration as press secretary. She introduced the former president as a fighter, which she said is what this country needs right now. Trump began his remarks with a surprise revelation about his political opponent.
A little while ago, I got a very nice call from Kamala. No, it was very nice. It was very nice. It was very, very nice, and we appreciate that. But we have to take back our country. We have to win. We're going to win, and we're going to make America great again. That's all there is to it.
Meantime, the suspect in that apparent assassination attempt, Ryan Routh, faces federal gun crime charges. And Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says his state is going to conduct its own investigation into how Routh was able to get so close to Trump at his golf course. Vice President Kamala Harris sat down for a rare extended interview with the National Association of Black Journalists today. This meeting comes after criticism from Republicans that Harris has not done enough interviews during her presidential campaign. Harris discussed her tenure as vice president and what she's hoping to accomplish if she wins in November. She also criticized the rhetoric toward Haitian migrants that has led to days of bomb threats in Springfield, Ohio.
It's a crying shame, literally. What's happening to those families, those children in that community? You say you care about law enforcement resources being put into this because of these serious threats that are being issued against a community.
When asked about the war in the Middle East, Vice President Harris said a ceasefire deal needs to get done immediately, and she expressed support for pausing some weapons deliveries to Israel. This interview comes 1 month after former President Trump appeared in a somewhat contentious interview with the same association in which he questioned the vice president's racial background. Coming up tonight here on West Coast Wrap, a brazen ambush of a Colorado State Patrol trooper, and a dash camera captured the entire thing.
I'm shot! Go for it.
Coming up tonight, we take a closer look at newly released video that shows that wounded trooper jumping into action despite his injuries. Plus, relief for a humpback whale in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. See how a team of rescuers helped that whale to swim free.
And in weather, here's our live camera looking out toward Phoenix tonight. We have mostly clear skies, a current temperature of 89 degrees. We'll have the forecast update coming up.
Newly released dash camera footage shows what the Colorado State Patrol calls an ambush of one of its troopers. This all happened back on September 7th. The trooper was sitting in his vehicle on Highway 36 in Denver when someone in a pickup truck pulled up next to him and opened fire.
I'm shot!
He acted quickly, decisively, and again, in accordance with his training. There's no question in my mind that he was ambushed. I believe, based on current information, that Corporal Simcox was a target of opportunity. I think the shooter saw a patrol car, and that's the one he decided to take shots at.
The trooper got out of his vehicle quickly, grabbed his rifle, and shot the suspect as he drove away. The suspect died at the scene. Investigators say that suspect had an extensive criminal history, and tonight the trooper is continuing to recover. Striking Boeing workers were back at the bargaining table today, now with a federal mediator trying to help the two sides to reach a deal. More than 33,000 machinists and factory workers are on strike. Roughly 95% of those workers rejected Boeing's latest contract offer. That contract would have included a 25% pay increase over 4 years. The union's members say they want raises totaling at least 40% and the return of their pension plan.
Think about it, 10 years of stagnant wages, 10 years of compromised pension, 10 years of health insurance increases, and then enough is enough. That's what our members have said. It's time they earn the respect and the dignity that they deserve.
On Monday, Boeing announced plans to freeze hiring and reduce travel to save cash during this strike. Shortly after the walkout began last week, Boeing released a statement saying it does remain committed to its workers and to reaching an agreement. Well, it's not even fall yet, but snow is starting to create winter-like scenes in Utah. Ski resorts in the northern part of the state are reporting their first snow of the season. These images posted to social media show snow falling on Solitude Mountain Resort today. That's east of Park City. Now, the snow didn't stick around for very long. It melted within a few hours. For more, let's bring in KTVU meteorologist Mark Tamayo, who is tracking a cool down all across the west and the chance for showers in some places.
That's right, Alex. Yeah, nice to see those snow images out of Utah. As you can see the seasons, at least beginning to change a bit, the overall weather patterns. As you can see, the radar over Utah, mostly some rain showers, but of course picking up some higher elevation snowfall as well. As we back out the maps, you can see this. There's that circulation that moved into portions of Utah. And then up in the Pacific Northwest, some clouds, some rain showers coming on board earlier today. As we come in closer to the Phoenix area, a big dip in the jet stream, and that's led to some cooling in Phoenix. We've been talking so much each and every day about triple-digit heat. Look at this. You can see a high today of 93 degrees in the forecast for tomorrow into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in the low to mid-90s. So they get a break from the triple digits. Could be making a comeback, though, by Sunday. This was the scene today, though, looking out toward Phoenix. Lots of sunshine. There's that 93 degrees. And San Francisco, low clouds and fog. This is from the Oakland camera looking out towards San Francisco. Persistent overcast out toward the coast and right around the Bay shoreline. And then up in Seattle, still some clouds out there. Temperature of 63 degrees earlier today. Also, what's happening this hour, the partial lunar eclipse. So we have a full moon tonight, the harvest supermoon, and the maximum coming up during the 7 o'clock hour, basically during this hour, 7:44 p.m., and the moon will be 8% covered. A little bit of a sliver here that'll be showing up if you can see it, if you get a break in the cloud cover. Here's the plan tomorrow. Some clouds in Seattle with a chance of some showers tomorrow morning. Some cool showers for the San Francisco Bay Area, widely scattered, not a washout. And then sunshine out toward Denver. And also you see that break in the Phoenix area. Typically we're talking about, we're typing in over 100 degrees, but not the case for tomorrow. In the southern Sierra, we actually have a winter weather advisory for Wednesday and into Thursday. So cold enough that for elevations up above 8,500 feet, we could have snow potentially between about 1 to 5 inches. So here's the forecast model tonight. You can see some activity moving to Northern California. So here's a system that's going to move into the Bay Area that'll generate some clouds and even the possibility of a few thunderstorms for Wednesday. So sun cloud mix, and then there's that shower chance. And as you can see, some activity moving into portions of Idaho as well. So the next 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you can see Seattle, a mixture of sun and clouds, temperatures in the 60s. For San Francisco, some cloud cover for Wednesday, and then we'll scale back on the cloud cover for Thursday and into Friday. For Phoenix, temperatures in the 90s, and then Denver, you can see lots of sunshine, 85 to 86 to 88 degrees. But Alex, it seems like every day over the past few months, we've been talking about 105, 110, 115 degrees for Phoenix. I guess 96 might feel a bit cool in this 3-day forecast.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Mark, thank you. Coming up tonight here on West Coast Wrap, a remarkable rescue in the Pacific Ocean caught on video. What it took to free this humpback whale caught in fishing lines. Plus, an effort to ensure students have positive male role models. The program that has launched in some Arizona schools and how fathers play a key role. One of the world's most active volcanoes is erupting once again in Hawaii. The Kilauea volcano erupted briefly Sunday night on the Big Island, and activity increased today. But officials say there's no immediate threat to homes or infrastructure in the area. Hawaiian Volcano Observatory officials have raised the alert levels for a potential eruption, and they say island residents may notice volcanic gas in this area, what's known as VOG. After facing mounting pressure over child safety online, Instagram says it's planning to launch new teen accounts. Those users will have more restrictive content settings. They'll be switched to private mode, and they'll only be able to message people they follow. Also, parents will be able to see those messages by linking their accounts. The Silicon Valley-based social media platform will also require teens to prove their age, and the company is developing technology to help verify that information. The changes will automatically roll out in the next 60 days for users who are under the age of 18. Users under 16 will have to get permission in order to change those settings. Some schools in Arizona are now taking part in a national program that's designed to make sure that students have male role models. Fox 10's Dominique Newland shows us how students' fathers are key to what's known as the Watchdogs program.
Research by the U.S. Department of Education shows that positive adult male role models can significantly impact a child's development and education. National program Watchdogs is continuing that mission now in the Valley.
Most dads are, they're working, and so they're seeing the kids in the morning before school and after school. So now being able to have that opportunity to be able to see their experiences in school, and also the kids light up when they see, a parent or father, their dad.
Anthony is a dad who also serves as a watchdog at Norterra Canyon School.
The dog stands for Dads of Great Students, so it's a program that really engages fathers and father figures of students, and just really providing positive role models.
And the dogs are involved, serving as anything from hallway monitors, crossing guards, and lunchroom helpers.
It's really nice because I can see him during the school day, and I can say hi to him when he's doing one of the jobs, like lunch or recess.
Having the men in yellow around can increase students' rates of graduating and decrease bullying, substance abuse, and criminal behavior.
Yeah, I think when you just walk around and see those bright yellow shirts, you just feel safe, and you can make those connections to the male figures on campus.
A positive addition to campus that can impact hundreds of thousands of children's lives. For Fox 10 News, I'm Dominique Newland.
Nearly a year after the overdose death of Matthew Perry, the case is putting the spotlight on medical professionals who take advantage of celebrities who are facing addiction. A new TMZ Investigates special called Matthew Perry and the Secret Celebrity Drug Ring is looking into this issue. Perry died at his home from an overdose of ketamine, and 5 people are now facing charges related to his death, including 2 doctors who prosecutors say sold ketamine to Perry.
There are doctors out there who will do anything to get close to celebrities. And if that means prescribing medications that they don't need, that could be potentially dangerous and even deadly, we have seen doctor after doctor after doctor who have been willing to take that risk. And we have quite literally seen, many people die because of it. And that's why you've got 5 people who have been charged in Matthew Perry's death, and 2 of those are physicians.
The special features interviews with actress and singer Kelly Osbourne, as well as Mike Sorrentino from MTV's Jersey Shore. Both celebrities detail their experiences with addiction, unethical rehab centers, and unscrupulous doctors. TMZ Investigates Matthew Perry and the Secret Celebrity Drug Ring is streaming now on Hulu. And finally tonight, a satisfying moment for a humpback whale and wildlife experts in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Cameras were rolling when a specialized team freed that whale tangled in fishing lines and floats off the coast of British Columbia. Fisheries and Oceans Canada posted this video of the rescue on social media. The operation took 4 days and it started on September 2nd. A marine mammal coordinator for Fisheries and Oceans Canada told CBC Radio the whale was so entangled it couldn't even open its mouth. The rescuers didn't comment on the condition of the whale after it was freed, but they are calling this mission a success. No doubt a huge relief for that humpback, and great work by those rescuers. Before we go tonight, a reminder, you can stay up to date on all the stories we're covering at our website. That is westcoastwrap.com. Have a great night.